Hey everyone, welcome to Duodecimal Division. My name's Eric Larson and this is another introduction video to my YouTube channel. So what I'm doing now is again recalibrating, so to speak, my video channel. Recently, and by that I mean this morning, I submitted a video to a contest. It's Grant Sanderson's Summer of Math Exposition contest, where he put out a call for anybody who wanted to submit a video teaching or explaining some aspect of math or computer science or physics, and they're having a contest, see which ones are the best, and basically they're going to post all the videos later for anybody who wants to watch them so that they can. So I'm feeling sort of excited and nervous, and I feel like I just crossed some sort of a line, because up to this point I've been making my videos and just posting them on this YouTube channel, but not really doing a whole lot of publicity or anything, trying to get the word out, just basically making them, doing my own explorations and research and putting out another video, and kind of staying in a little isolated bubble as far as getting feedback or looking for feedback. I have reached out occasionally to people, but haven't really been getting a lot of response from anybody. It's because it's kind of an unusual topic. Base 12 math is confusing. You have to really make an effort to work in base 12. It's not the same as base 10, and it's just confusing. And usually most people want to somehow convert back into base 10 and to be on familiar ground, not have to work with all these different numbers. And we're totally set up in base 10. So it's a little bit of a confusing, sort of disorienting process to actually work in base 12, but it's necessary to stay there if you want to get anywhere. And that's the real challenge, is you have to really make a commitment to base 12, download some kind of base 12 calculator on your phone or whatever it is, and so stay in base 12 and really get the feel of what the numbers are doing and how it works. And once you do that, my experience has been things start to suddenly click together in ways that they haven't before. And I just want to say I still am in the very early stages of what I feel is my explorations, but I have made some discoveries, and they're shared in this video. So at the end of this video, I'm going to put a link to the video that I just submitted to this contest, because I feel it's a good video that sums up where I am at this point. It goes over the real difference between base 10 and base 12, it's in the dividing up of the one. So the Cartesian plane is a finer grid, and we're working with different sized units. And those different sized units give rise to different ratios and relationships between the shapes. And I really focus in on the geometry of the circle. And I think the geometry of the circle really is base 12. And I think we kind of already sense that. You look at a clock, that 12ness is there, but we still are in base 10. So I go over that in the video, and that's what I'm going to be continuing to explore in videos to come. So I'm just saying all this because I'm expecting perhaps some people may end up coming to my YouTube channel. So welcome if you're new to my channel. And I just want to really share with you that this is still explorations and me kind of stumbling around, finding my own way, figuring out things, making some mistakes sometimes, and basically learning math from a base 12 perspective as I go along. I don't currently have a degree in mathematics. This is all pretty new for me. I've only been doing this for the last 4.5 years. So obviously there's a lot to discover and explore, and adding the other element of base 12 really makes for a rich environment. So my intention with this entire channel and these videos is to encourage other people to explore base 12 math, because I think there's a lot to be discovered, and there's new discoveries to be made in base 12 is what I'm trying to say. That's what I believe, and that's what I'm looking for. I've already, I feel, made them in terms of this new dodecagon shape that sort of emerges from the base 12 geometry, enables us to create this diagram that generates all 360 degrees. That's in the video that I'm referring to. And it also brings into focus the base 12 version of pi. Of course, there is a base 12 version of pi, and what I've discovered is that version has different qualities than the current base 10 version. So that's a very controversial statement. Obviously, pi is foundational to mathematics and physics. It's part of the standard model, which is our current explanation of how the universe works. So I think base 12 is a fine-tuning of our current math in terms of our understanding of how math kind of embodies the physical universe, or explains, or just how we can interpret the world around us. The math of the universe, I believe, is base 12. So I just want to quickly go over a little bit of my process. It was about 4.5 years ago that I started getting into this subject, and after about 6 or 9 months of exploring base 12 simply by basically making a base 12 grid on graph paper and having 12 little squares in my bigger square instead of 10. That was the start, and just drawing circles and kind of playing around. Again, after about 9 months, I started having dreams about the geometry that I was exploring, and those dreams, once I realized that that's what they were about, helped me progress in my explorations a lot. This diagram wouldn't have been possible without a lot of dreams kind of pointing me in the right direction. In my personal life, I've been writing my dreams down ever since my early 20s, and so that's something that I was familiar with, and sort of familiar with the symbols, that how dreams work, so to speak, a little bit. And so I've been able to use that information, and it's from the dreams that I had that I realized that the math of the universe is in base 12. And some of the challenges, as far as I can understand from watching YouTube videos and reading books and going on the internet, that are currently being explored in physics in terms of gravity and dark matter, and some of these types of subjects where there's sort of people are still trying to figure out how it all works. I think the answers lie in the mathematics of base 12 and this geometry that I'm sharing with you now. So those are big topics, and that's a lot of to absorb, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm exploring. I've got some good ideas, and I'm going to keep posting videos and sharing what I believe is the right direction to explore and to look. And what I'm hoping is that, again, that these videos inspire others to do the same. So that's basically it. I just want to add one more thing, actually, that I've also had a little bit of experience in my life with amateur theater. And so one of the things that's happened in this journey as well is, when I signed up for Reddit, I wanted to see what the math community was doing there, and I wanted to perhaps introduce this information to that community. I haven't done that yet, but in that process, you have to come up with a username. So I came up with the name of Matha Mephistopheles, which maybe sounds a little bit pretentious, I don't know. But it's kind of a combination of mathematics and Mephistopheles, who's a character from the Faust play where a fellow sells his soul to the devil, who is this Mephisto character, for sort of information and about how the world works, And because I get a lot of my information from dreams, what to do with math, I thought it was kind of an interesting name. And so after that, somehow this character emerged as sort of a clowny figure. So I've also made a few sort of funny videos with this Matha Mephistopheles character, and those, you can find those on my YouTube channel as well. So that's where that's coming from. Hoping it doesn't detract from the sort of serious math that I'm engaging in. And I don't think it does. I think it's just for fun. So just so you can take that with a grain of salt. And if you're interested, you can, of course, check those videos out as well. So that's basically it. I just want to introduce you or welcome you to my YouTube channel. Hope you can find some interesting information here. And again, like I say, it's all about exploring and me just sharing what's going on. I'm looking for feedback. I'm really looking forward to engaging with people on these topics. As I mentioned at the beginning, I've been working in something of a void. My initial foray into mathematics was very naive, and I still think I have a certain amount of naivete as far as where I'm coming from and what to expect and where else is all going. I really don't know, but I'm stuck in this kind of weird place where I really sincerely believe that the base 10 version of pi is not the right one. Base 12 is better. And that's I'm going to leave it there. So that's basically it. Welcome to the YouTube channel. And here's the link to that video that I just submitted. It kind of sums up where I'm at now. And now I'm going to continue with these topics. I got another video I want to make that goes a little bit deeper into where I'm leaving off in that one, and on it goes. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in those next videos.